Hey everyone, Tristan from Noisegate here. We're here at Universal Audio's amazing booth at NAMM 2020. It's pretty out of control. I've got Lev here from Universal Audio. He's going to run us through some of the cool features of the Luna recording system. Lev, if you wouldn't mind, take it away.
All right, thank you so much. So here we've got the system running. We're up here on a Mac. We've got our Apollo X4, and Luna really is the big announcement for Universal Audio at NAMM 2020. And what Luna is a complete recording system when you pair it with the Apollo and your Mac of choice over Thunderbolt. And so what's really great about it is we're really answering the biggest requests that we've been getting from our Apollo customer base over the years. And so one of the first features I'd like to just talk about is something that we call accelerated real-time monitoring. And this is a feature that basically integrates all of the features that people know and love from our console software. Console is a counterpart to all of our Apollo interfaces. But instead of needing to use two applications, it's all integrated into the channel strip. And so just to give you an example of this, on this bass DI track right here, for example, you can see that I'm in record. We've got this special record icon here that lets you know that you're in accelerated real-time monitoring mode. And as I toggle this in and out, you can actually see that these little orange boxes kind of give you the indication that this is going to be rebuilt on the DSP. I can easily, of course, go in and start assigning some of my favorite plugins here. For example, I love to track with the API 550, for example. And what's really interesting about accelerated real-time monitoring is it can be both real-time in the monitor mode, or it can be real-time in record mode. So you can print the plugins or just listen to them non-destructively. And just to prove it, if I drag this guy up to these new record effect slots that we have in Luna, this is an example of being able to record directly through this EQ. Really easy to go through, call up presets for the plugin of your choice. This would work, of course, not only for UAD plugins, but Luna also supports audio unit plugins, so very easy to use your favorite audio unit processors, your audio unit VIs, all inside of here. And then last but certainly not least, you can see that we've got Unison working inside of Luna. So again, all of this is in the channel strip. All of this is because of this integration that happens with Luna and the Apollo, unlike anything else out there. And of course, when you're actually using this, you can see that I've got real plugin control from the hardware and the plugin. So there's a real integration that's happening, and all of this is just features, features, features. The benefit is that you can just plug in and get a great sound because you're running through the virtual mic preamps, the virtual amplifiers, all of the things that go on inside of the Universal Audio ecosystem, but now fully integrated into a full-fledged recording system. So that's a little bit about the first major pillar of Luna. The second one that's really great is something that we like to call Luna Extensions. Now, Luna Extensions is kind of a new paradigm. It's something that you've never really seen before in other workstations. And what it is really deep integration of our algorithmic know-how right into the channel strip as well. So there's a couple of key ones that I'd like to just quickly talk about. The first one is something we call Neve summing. This is a faithful model of a Neve 8028, 8068 era console from Neve. And so what's really cool about this is not only is it just something that runs on a bus, we're seeing like the reverb bus, the drums bus, and they've got these special Neve algorithms there, but it actually has multi-channel implications. Everything feeding these buses actually changes when it's routed to Neve summing. You get the fader taper, you get the pan law, you get the real console vibe that happens when you mix into a Neve 80 series console with Luna. So that's our first extension that we're announcing. We've got a couple more that are also very special. Neve summing is on bus tracks. You find that on the buses. But we have another extension that's for the source tracks. For your audio and your instrument tracks, we have the tape machine. We have the Studer A800, and you're seeing that on the channels here, where very simple to use, where you've got just a saturation knob, where you can drive this into more tape saturation. But for the Studer, you've also got the full-on channel controls that you'd find on a real tape machine. You're finding the bias controls. You're finding the high-frequency driver and the repro EQ. And it's really easy to achieve sort of a per-channel setting for the tape machine, but you also have the ability to look at the global settings, and this is really what differentiates extensions again. This is a multi-channel control of everything that's on tape machine B in this case. And as you saw, I can have up to 4 of these tape decks that I can opt tracks in and out of, and then again dive a little deeper and really go into the hood and decide I'm going to change out the tape type, change the tape speed, and this is talking to all of the instances. So again, way beyond what you can do with your typical type of plugin. Luna extensions really give you that sort of feeling and cohesion of analog without having to do a lot of setup, and that's really the big benefit of these Luna extensions. In addition to the Studer 800, we're also going to be shipping for free the Oxide tape machine. So this is something that we've had in the U82 plugin format for a long time, and this is something that we're giving away to every Luna customer. Now, it's a much simpler tape machine as compared to the Studer, but it's really going to give you the sound of tape right out of the box. So again, really easy to use. You can see that you can mix and match any instances of Oxide and Studer 800 and still have some master control and some presets to get you started. And it's really great because it allows you to take tracks that you've recorded or imported and retrack them through these virtual tape machines, and it's just an amazing sound, a real cohesion that we're just not used to hearing without these types of processes. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to just talk about the last major tier of Luna, which is Luna Instruments, and they are what they sound like. Universal Audio's first instruments running exclusively inside of the Luna platform. This first one that we're looking at is called Revel. It's a Steinway Model B that we recorded at Ocean Way Studios, but it's not just multi-samples. It's actually doing physical modeling as well, where we actually emulated the entire cabinet and the soundboard, and it actually resonates like a real piano. So you hold down the sustain pedal, you actually play into it, you play the dynamics into it, and you're really hearing something that you'd really only hear if you were in the room with a real Steinway, and we've modeled all of that here. So Revel is just an amazing instrument that'll be a part of the system here, and some of the really special things about it are that you can see we've actually got different mic placements that as I tweak them out, you see kind of the spotlights changing on the near mics and the room mics, and that can be blended together. There's also some very special reverse samples that we've got in here that they actually play in reverse as you're playing. So it gives you this really cool kind of cinematic, ethereal sound, and that's what's really great about Revel. The last instrument I'd like to just quickly tell you about is the Moog Mini Moog, and this is just an amazing end-to-end, fully physically modeled Mini Moog Model D. Again, everything that you'd expect in terms of Universal Audio's signal processing, we've brought to Luna Instruments, and this is really an amazing, amazing analog-sounding synthesizer, again, with amazing oscillators, amazing filters, modulation, and just plays like the real thing. So that's a good overview of the major announcements that we're making here. Luna will be coming in the spring. Probably one of the most exciting things that people have learned about Luna, in addition to how cool it is that if you're an Apollo or Aero customer, Luna is going to be free for you. We're going to be launching the software in the spring. We're going to send everybody an email, let them know that the software is available, and you'll just get it by virtue of being a Universal Audio Apollo customer. So that's it for Universal Audio at NAMM 2020. I'm Lev. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day.